Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join? Yeah. Better give me some eggs. Come with me, help me say. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, steady trying to be about the business too, y'all. I'm doing all I can. But you know what's crazy? In the efforts that I make, I can do more. You know, my father used to tell me something when I was growing up. He said, son, when you've done your best and you've done all you can, sit still for a second and just do a little bit more. Always remember that. He said, when you've done the best you can and you can done all you can think of, he said, sit still for a minute and do some more. And you know what I've discovered in my life? I always have a little more. I ain't ever just out completely. I can't take another step. There ain't another breath in me. There ain't another thought I can produce. I'm never completely out, man. Just take a rest for a minute, man. And then just do a little bit more. And that I can't tell you how many times that's helped me get over the top. You know, I was watching a documentary about people climbing Mount Everest and how difficult climbing Mount Everest was, and how they have on the hill something called like a death zone or killing zone, where the majority of people run out of oxygen and they have to turn back. Well, what's crazy is right in view of the summit. You can actually see the top of Mount Everest from there. But it's that little bit that's left that's just most difficult. Now, I forgot all the reasons why they said most people don't make it from there and more people have lost their lives in that area. I don't know what it is. But the people that make it to the top of Mount Everest, they all had to go through that same zone or that same area. But they had a little bit more that allowed them to get to the top. You know, a lot of people have had accidents up there trying that, so I'm not even really sure if Mount Everest analogy is a good one. But let's just break it down a little bit more. Let's just talk about life. There's a poem I learned back when I was pledging. It's called Don't Quit. It goes like this. If I make a mistake, I'm just trying to drum it up. So here we go. It says, when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when your funds are low and your debts are high, when you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when cares are pressing you down a bit, Rest if you must, but don't quit. For life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us must sometimes learn. And many a fellow has turned about when he might have won had he stuck it out. So don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and a faltering man. And often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learns too late when the night came down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out. It's your silver tint of your clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight. When your hardest hit is when things seem worst, that you mustn't quit. I remember it because they had a special method of helping you remember stuff back then, but I remembered it. And that poem right there has kept me. You know, we often talk about scripture and everything, and you know, I don't see how I could live without it. But every now and then, man, somebody has a writing. God puts a writing on somebody's heart that delivers a message, man, that can help people. I use every motivational tool that I possibly can to climb this ladder of success or try to be the best father and the best husband I can be. I've done a lot of changing over the years, and so have you. But change is necessary in order to grow. If you don't make changes, folks, you can't grow. I was a young man on my set. I kept looking at him, man, a sharp little young dude just on my set. And he had these dreads, and I mean, they were super long, man. They were well below the middle of his back. I mean, they were just long. And he kept talking to me, and he kept talking to me and talking to me. So a young man kept talking to me, and I said, hey, man, you know, you do your huge self a favor in the business you're in if you got a haircut. You would do yourself a huge favor. I said, your image is everything, man. I said, you keep stopping me in the hallway to try to tell me what you do and what you are. But all I see is your hair. And I keep trying to figure out what you're doing with all that hair, man. Now, you can feel how you want to feel, but I'm like an employer. I employ people. So when I'm walking through the hallway and I try to think of you traveling with me and you sitting in a meeting with me, I try to imagine you in your suit sitting there talking business with me. And so just like other employers are, I'm just having a real story with you. So I said, man, you ought to consider cutting your hair. He said, man, Mr. Harvey, I've been growing this hair since I was a little boy. I said, how old are you now? He said, 28. I said, well, how long you want to hang on to what you was when you was a little boy? You know, if you started growing your hair when you were a teenager, I mean, you're 28 now. And I said, so let me help you understand something. Let me ask you something. What does it do for you? He said, man, it's just who I am. I said, so you your hair? He said, no, but it's a part of me. I say, that part of you that you're hanging on to, what does it do for you? I just like it. Well, dog, I like ice cream, but if I hang on to ice cream and eat ice cream every single day, my body gonna reflect that. What is it that you hanging on to that you don't want to let go of that's prohibiting you from being what all you can be? See, it's hard to be what all you can be if you want to keep being all you was. Don't that make sense to you? So I can't tell you how many times I've had to change. Change is necessary to grow. You can't be all you can be if you want to keep hanging on to all you was. That don't make no sense. How do you go forward if you keep going backwards? You can't stay here and go there. Do you understand that? If you want to go over there, you must remove yourself from right here. Oh, I got right here is comfortable. I got right here is safe. But over there is where the shade is. Over there is where the fruit is. Over there is where the opportunity is. Over there is where the mountain of gold is. So why you stuck on here? You got to leave here to go over there. You can't be all you can be if you want to stay stuck on who you was. Change is growth is necessary, y'all. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Another day, another present, another gift, another opportunity, another shot. Whoo, I've been up all night. Didn't get no sleep last night. But it was good, though. It was good. I spent a lot of time talking to God after I woke up. And some conversations and some revelations and some gratitude and got some direction and everything. So it was worth it. Sometimes you get awakened and you got to realize what it is. One of his angels could be talking to you. I don't know what it is. Him, I just know what it is. But just thought I'd share it with you. So it's all good. Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Junior. Today is different. What's going on?
Yeah, Uncle, let me talk to you, man. I heard something in the media thought about you, man, and they said the more people don't like you, the more of a show you put on. If that ain't you, Uncle Steve, the more people don't like you, putting on a show, dog. You putting on a full-fledged show.
Clowning.
Is there anything, Uncle, you would like to say to the people that don't like you?
Yeah. Continue as you may. Feel how you want to feel. I'm fine. You don't know me. I'd also like to say thank you. Haters make you greater. Thank you. And also shows that I'm on track, because they're not going to hate you unless you're doing something. But also, even with that, Junior, even with that, you know the good part about it is, like I always say, hate is louder than love, but love is stronger. To tell you the truth, man, I got way more love out there. Way more. I mean, it trumps the hate in droves. It's just quiet. It's just hate is loud, that's all. So I don't even pay no attention to them. I'm more focused now on the people who wish me well, the people that's praying for me, the people that's pulling for me, and I'm pulling for them and praying for them. I'm focused more on that. I stopped focusing on the haters, man, because it's a waste of time. Because no matter what they say, man, God got a plan for me, and nothing you can do can stop his plan from manifesting itself. So I'm like really comfortable now. You know, it used to bother me, to be honest, but you know, I don't care nothing about haters, man. They doing their job. They hating.
They hate on haters. Don't even get along with other haters.
It's a full-time job, isn't it? It's a full-time job.
What you say something today already?
Haters don't even get along with other haters, man. They can't even come together.
That's how thick the hate is, huh?
That's how thick it is.
And here's a good one. Have you ever had a hater that was doing better than you?
No.
Oh, man.
So keep hating.
They're out there.
So keep
Yeah, just go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself. Knock yourself out.
Do you boo?
Yeah.
And when you show back up with some more hate, if you look at them, they're in the same place they was in before.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Like that
right,
question,
Hater Nation.
Junior.
Keep driving that hate car.
All right. Thank you, guys. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew, who is not a hater, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, guys, it is time now to run that prank back with the nephew. What you got for us, Nev?
This right here, Shirley, your check bounced. We don't do that down here at this church. Your check bounced. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Monica, please.
Who's calling?
This is, Brother Deshaun. I'm calling, actually, I'm a member, Greater Missionary Baptist Church.
How can I I help you?
Calling you actually about the offering. Now, did you I know you paid your tithes.
Yeah, I pay my tithes every Sunday.
Okay. Now, you paid a love offering as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, this past Sunday, I'm looking at a check that you left us with bank.
Right. I sure did. I wrote a check Sunday.
Okay. Now, the check, ma'am, was $250. Am I correct?
Right. I wrote 2 checks for my tithes and the love offering. Right. I wrote one for $250 for the love offering.
Okay. Now,
what is this call regarding? Why are you calling me?
Well, what I wanted to tell you is that I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but your check that you wrote for $250 actually has bounced. And
wait a minute. You said my check bounced for $250?
Your check bounced. So what I'm doing is calling you about recouping the $250, as well as you cost us $30 in bank fees.
Wait a minute now. I wrote 2 checks. I wrote a check for $100. Did that one bounce?
I don't see to it that one bounced. All I know is the one that the love offering has bounced.
Well, did you put them in at the same time? Because I wrote them at the same time.
They all go in on Monday, ma'am. Now, I didn't put them in at the same time. I've been putting them in for the last 2-3 years. The problem is, why would people write these?
What is your name?
I'm Brother Deshaun.
And you was there this Sunday?
I was there. I don't think it matters when I was there, ma'am. The problem is that I didn't put these checks in, and I don't understand why y'all write these checks to the church.
Wait a minute.
Knowing that they gonna
bounce. Y'all write these checks.
There's a lot of people
My checks are good.
Well,
I don't write bad checks.
Well, why
do we? One cleared, why the other one didn't clear?
Maybe you didn't have enough money for both of them to clear.
What did you just say?
Maybe you didn't have enough money in the bank for both of them to clear, and I don't understand why people write these.
I got plenty money in the bank, and all my checks clear. I don't write no rubber checks.
Well, you wrote one on Sunday, and that's the problem. How you gonna try to give a love?
Wait a minute. I think you got me confused with somebody else. I don't write no bad checks.
You done wrote this.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
I'm trying to be nice to you. When can we expect the $250 plus the $30? So
wait, $30?
That's the bank fees, ma'am, for the doggone check bouncing.
My check didn't bounce. I'm going to check my bank, and if my check clear, you going to pay me $30 for calling me, harassing me about a $250 check bounce. I don't write no.
Why would you write check? What, you want to sit up in the church and write these big number checks when you know you ain't got it in the bank?
What the did you say?
I said, why would you write these checks when the money ain't in there?
Let me tell you one thing. I don't write no bad checks, and you got a lot of nerves calling me, telling me my check bounced.
Your check is the one that has bounced. And
I'll tell you what you do. Since my check bounced, you pay the since you got all the money. And don't call me with this again. Hello?
Don't you hang up on me no more. When are we going to get this $250 and this $30?
Look. Who is that she's calling you? Somebody from the church told me I wrote a bad check. I don't write no.
You did write a bad check.
I didn't write no bad check.
Yes, you did.
Wait a minute. Why are you calling me? Why the treasurer don't call me at church?
The treasurer is
the
busy.
Deacon, I ain't never know the deacon called nobody about no bad check. Your is full of and, thank you. You got the money.
I ain't got. Who in the hell is that in the background? Who is that?
Never mind who it is. We both go to the same church. And you gonna call me to my I wrote a bad check. You don't you call me no more. And if the check bad, you pay it, okay?
Do Pastor know you talking like this?
Do Pastor know you calling me? Can you answer that?
Look, when are we gonna get this $280 is what we looking for from you.
I wrote a check for $250.
And
you will not get $280. You put the $30 with it.
You put $250 in there, it bounced. $30 cost us on bank fees. That's $280. When can the church expect their money?
Never. Not no $280. You will never get $280.
You gonna make me come by your...
And my check then... What did you say? I'm gonna do what?
You gonna make me come by your house and get this money.
Bring your on. Bring it. Bring your on.
What is the address on this
check?
Look
on the check.
I got it off the check.
Well, bring your on. I bet you'll be limping back.
I'm watching you. You better not be spending no money nowhere. You better not spend nothing till I get this $250 plus $30.
Whatever I want to, okay?
No, you know what?
I am, and you don't call me no more with this because my check did not bounce. I don't see how one check went through and the other bounced.
Let me say this to you. We cannot accept you back into the house of the Lord no more until...
What did you say?
You are not... Don't you come in there Sunday until we get...
I'm coming up in there Sunday, and I'm going to make sure I find your... Because you the person I want to see.
You gon'
And you know what? I'm going to call the pastor right now and ask him. Because I don't believe my check bounced. You full of
Well, let me say this before you call Pastor.
No, I'm going to call Pastor. No, you should have talked with Pastor before you call me with this information.
I got one more thing I need to say to you.
You ain't got nothing to say to me. You done upset me with this talking about I bounced a check. You should have went to Pastor before you called me with this.
I told Pastor when I got, but I got one more thing to say before I leave. Is you listening?
What do you got to say to me? What do you have to say now that you going to pay the check?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Wait, what did you say?
Baby,
What did you say?
I say this is Nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend has pranked you.
I'm going to beat that. She just left here flying out the door in a hearse. No, she didn't. I'm going to that.
Let me ask you one more thing, though, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Woo! Come on here. Come on up in here. Y'all hear that voice coming back?
Yeah.
Because I'm on my way to Brea. Brea, baby. That is this coming Sunday. One night only, one show only. Brea Comedy Club. Nephew Tommy coming, man. Y'all come hang out with your boy. Yeah, I can't feel the beat no more. Remember me? Remember me? Biscuit Booty Brunch. That dude right there. Remember me?
All right, Nephew, thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
Coming up at the top of the hour, get a load of this in entertainment news. Stephen A. Smith is considering a 2028 presidential run. He's considering it, all right?
Ooh,
Actress Cheryl Lee Ralph and Samuel L. Jackson are cousins. Who knew?
Wow.
Yeah. And some celebrity baby news alert. New Edition member Ricky Bell and his wife are expecting their first child together. Also in trending headline news, prayers going up for victims of the horrific nightclub roof collapse in the Dominican Republic. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to Ask the CLO. This is from Kenitra in Macon. Kenitra writes, I'm dealing with a man that has been married 3 times, and all he talks about is getting it right the 4th time by marrying me. I would love to talk to his ex-wives before I get in too deep with him. So should I ask him first or do it behind his back?
Lady, you talking to his ex-wives is probably one of the more ignorant things you can do.
Really?
Because what do you think they're going to tell you? What is it? Do you think they're going to... Have you ever heard a woman say, ever, you know what? I ain't nothing. I ain't a good woman. I was tripping. I just wasn't a good woman. Have you ever heard a woman say that? I haven't. Every woman I've ever talked to, the reason their relationship ain't worked is because some man somewhere was a dog or some man somewhere treated her wrong. I have never, ever heard a woman say it was her. In all my life, I've never heard one.
So you don't think she should ask the ex-wives about why they broke up or why they divorced this man?
What could you possibly gain from that except why not to marry him? If you don't want to marry the man, don't marry the man. Because not now one of them is going to tell you go ahead and do it. Not one of them. And how does she know all of them anyway? They all go to the same church. What
She might not know him. She could reach out on Facebook.
You just want to talk to him.
Request.
She want a reference.
See what kind of,
DM.
She needs some intel.
She should get her intel from herself. You all have this wonderful thing called intuition.
Yeah.
If you think you got to check with all them people, there's already something wrong.
All right. Moving on to Henry in Bradenton.
Good point.
Henry says, I chartered a boat for me and my wife, and she had really bad motion sickness on the boat. We went back to the dock and she went home. She's mad because I called our son to come sail with me. Was I wrong for getting my money's worth?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you got
He
to
called her son.
What?
I'm out here kicking it.
Oh, he's stupid.
Yeah. You can't be no more dumber.
Oh,
Hey, man,
my God.
you should have took care of your wife, got her home, make sure she was good. Now, next time you get a boat, just get the boat with your son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Tell us, Steve.
You let her go home by herself?
Yeah.
You stupid.
We went back to the dock. She went home. Then he called her. All right.
Bruh, that's crazy.
He just wanted his money's worth. That's what he said.
No, you don't love your wife, dude. You don't love your wife. I'm sorry.
Bruh, some stuff is a loss.
Yeah.
It's a write-off. Just a write-off, dog.
Yeah. You won't get
Plus,
your money's worth in this.
See, your money's worth is not worth it.
Yeah.
Because, look, you're not getting your money back regardless, right?
Exactly. Right.
So that's it. Now you're out there with your son. Now you got to go home and deal with the ramifications of your decision.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a good one.
But Steve, what happened when she started getting motion sickness on the boat? Did he get mad at her?
He probably said, baby, you know how much I paid for this boat?
Oh, no. Exactly.
What is you vomiting for? Baby, just look at the horizon. Look at the horizon. Focus. Get yourself together.
Didn't you think
Dramamine?
Oh, now we got to go back. I'm going to put you in this Uber. I'm going to call my son. We're going to go back out here.
Man,
Yeah.
I've been sick on a boat before, man. That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right, moving on to Kyla in Grambling. Kyla writes, I'm graduating next month and moving back home. My boyfriend back home wants me to move in with him, but I'm dating a new guy on campus and I really don't want to leave him alone. He's a senior, but he has a year of eligibility left on the basketball team. Will he forget about me after I move back home?
Yeah, of course he is. He on the basketball.
Yeah.
Didn't you say he's on the basketball team?
She said it. Yeah.
You ain't the only one watching run them down the floor now.
He balling, huh?
And when you move back home, your boyfriend back home wants you to move in.
Yeah.
Here's another one of them unnormal letters. Just typing some stuff like it's cool. I don't want to move back in because I'm dating a dude on the team that's got one more year eligibility. Ooh. And I don't want him to forget me when I go back home. But if I go back home, I'll move in with this other dude.
Right.
You don't see nothing wrong.
She's torn. She's young. She's torn.
No, Carla. No.
What?
No. Here's an opportunity.
You remember your college days.
Yeah, but here's an opportunity for a woman to say, look, okay, right now I ain't sugar honey iced tea.
Oh, goodness. She's not going to say that, and you know it.
well, ain't no woman going to say that, but here's a good time to say it. Because if this was a man, hey, look, I'm dating this girl in college, but my girl back home want to move in when I got home, but I don't want the girl back here at college to forget about me. You think if I go home, move in with this girl, she'll forget about me? What would y'all say to that?
Dog.
Yeah. Make up your mind.
Dog,
Tell somebody the truth. Yeah, that's what y'all would be doing. So same thing to this little girl right here. No, I can't help you. Oh, you got to make a decision. You got to go back home and sleep. I don't care if she's 18. Listen to me. This ain't the way the game go. This is not the way the game go. So sorry.
Yeah.
Hard to be a player when you ain't.
It's a lot of work
to learn, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
So will he forget about me after I move back home?
Yes.
Girl, out of sight, out of mind.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
Hey, this is John Legend, and you're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, according to the Black Information Network, ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith says he's now open to running for president after previously dismissing the idea. Stephen A. took to X, that's formerly Twitter, of course, to share that he's weighing a 2028 presidential bid. He says, quote, "It is time to stop messing around. Life is great, especially at ESPN/Disney. Hate the thought of being a politician, but sick of this mess. So I'm officially leaving, all doors open," end quote. In addition, during a recent interview at the NAB show in Las Vegas, Stephen A. said, quote, "I've been approached by people on Capitol Hill. I've been approached by people who are elected officials in office, whether it's governors or mayors or what have you. People have legitimately seriously asked me about it." And while he is reluctant to, quote, "be a politician," Stephen A. said if the country remains an absolute mess after the 2026 midterms, he will consider running. Period.
All right. First of all, let me help you understand a couple things. The country is going to be a mess after the 2026 midterms. The country's in a complete mess right now. President Smith. Number two, who is asking you to be the president? Next. Do you have any idea what it is to raise money for a campaign? Thirdly, you do know you will have to give up your lucrative contract at ESPN at Disney. You do know that, don't you? Number four, who is voting for you?
Not LeBron.
You wouldn't vote for not LeBron.
Number five.
Or Bronny.
Here's another thing.
Okay.
You have to be careful when you're dealing with politics because super PACs is smart. They will send somebody to talk to you, acting like it's interest, just to draw you in as a distraction and to take away from votes from a real candidate. That happens all the time. They back people all the time. That's why they put Herschel Walker up. Let me just give you a prime example.
Never forget Herschel.
Yeah.
No, they dug him up just to put him in there to run against somebody to be a distraction. It's crazy, man. And I just, look, Stephen A. and I are cool, but bruh.
You wouldn't vote for him, Steve?
No.
Your friend.
I mean, look, I would vote for him over
Trump.
Vance. I would vote for him over Ted Cruz. Of course.
Yeah. You could be his VP.
Got a point.
Y'all boys.
Yeah.
I'm not finna be his no VP.
Stephen A. and Steve. Yeah.
Oh, S&S. Steve and Steve.
Steve and Steve. Wow.
Yeah, got a ring to it.
Well,
I didn't know Stephen A. liked politics like that. I had no idea.
yeah, he's
That was
into
his
it.
thing.
Yeah, well, he's reluctant, he says, to be a politician, but he feels the country's in a mess and he can help. I mean, you know, sometimes
if you're reluctant, then why? Help me.
Well, he feels like he can contribute something, obviously. You know, he wants to serve his country, obviously, you know.
Really?
He's Stephen A. All right.
And,
I don't.
And you think about the vice presidency. You think about
Yeah. 'Cause Stephen A. and Stephen. I love it.
You be just like Bernie making that movie
Man,
State.
They couldn't even put the camera on me while he was talking because my face would be going, dog, that is not what I told you to say.
You be Elon Musk's little boy at the White House when he was talking to Trump.
Dog, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. Oh, hell no. Because, he say some stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know what.
Well, he's considering it, so we need to consider the possibility as well. In other entertainment news, finding your roots.
The Democrats is in some horrible shape. I can tell you that.
Now that's a factor. Now they need to get it together.
Yeah,
sure. Yes,
they do.
Yeah.
In other entertainment news, Finding Your Roots is a show on PBS. It's hosted by Henry Louis Gates Jr. Now, this is a show where celebrities learn more about their ancestry. And on the latest episode, actress Cheryl Lee Ralph just found out that she is related to actor Samuel L. Jackson. They are distant cousins. Cheryl reacted to the yeah, that is so cool to have Samuel L. as your cousin and Cheryl Lee Ralph. Cheryl Lee reacted to the news and said, "Are you kidding me? I like him so much," as we all do, Cheryl. Now, here's a question.
Yeah,
if you had an option, Steve, which celebrity would you choose to be your cousin and why? I mean, if you could pick someone.
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Oh, cool. Okay.
LL.
Not mad at that.
LL Cool J, the GOAT.
Yeah, I like L. Yeah.
So you would want him to be your cuz?
I mean, he cool. He hard.
Okay.
I like what he stand for.
Yeah. Michael Jordan. Yeah, he's good. Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
First cousin.
We like that.
You too
First
short
cousin.
in they family.
Well, you sure didn't get no height from him. So.
Nephew, who would you choose to be your
side of
cousin?
the family.
You know what? Anthony Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
Oh, R&B singer.
Yeah.
There you go. That's believable. Both y'all short.
You know what? Anthony, go get
All right.
you.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, silent cheating. Have you heard about it? We'll talk about it right after this.
How they doing that?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
There is a trend on social media that people are seeking advice about. It's called silent cheating. Silent cheating, or some people call it emotional cheating. We've heard that term, of course. It's when your partner isn't doing any physical cheating. No, nothing physical going on. But at the same time, they're not being totally honest about their behavior. So here's a question for you guys. Here's some signs to look for to see if you agree. So they might keep their options open without actually cheating. For example, they may stay in close touch with an ex.
No, they ain't got to worry about that with me.
You ain't got to worry about that.
You all in these exes.
Hell no. Once you an ex, that's it.
Ain't no going back.
All right,
Hell
here's another example or a sign. The person you're silent cheating with is constantly on your mind.
No comment. Go ahead.
We're talking about silent cheating.
You always on my mind.
Willie Nelson.
Halle.
You always on my mind.
Okay, that's a form of
here's
silent
another
cheating.
one. Yeah.
Like that.
Here's another
Thinking
one.
about somebody?
All the time.
Always.
All right, here's another one. Unfair comparisons. They start comparing you to them, and your partner starts criticizing you a lot. Ooh, that's a dead giveaway.
Man, hell no.
That's really
I can't say
stupid.
none of that. No.
They start comparing.
You know, baby, you don't look nothing like she did. God,
Just so wrong.
What fool says that?
Man, what?
Plenty
what
of them
fool?
out here. Plenty fools out here. All right.
You know, why don't you do your hair like she did? Because her hair...
Ooh. Yeah, you won't.
Dead giveaways.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. They act suspicious with their phone. They turn the screen away when they're texting or quickly close a messaging app when you walk by. That is
So me sleeping with my phone in my drawers, is that a sign that...
You're an emotional cheater.
Very suspicious.
You're a silent cheater. You act suspicious with your phone.
You gonna change your behavior after the segment?
Oh, and here's another sign. You get defensive when your partner brings it up, and then they flip it on you, saying you're being paranoid, that gaslighting thing, because if they have to hide it, they very well might be gaslighting you.
This is such a sensitive, this is so touchy right here.
Is it?
It's all on me, Junior, and Steve. It's all right here on us.
That's all it ever is, Tommy. Tommy, they'll never do nothing on them.
Yeah. When are y'all going to ask y'all selves
You
a
guys
question?
are
When y'all gonna do that?
comedians.
Well, ha
We'll provide the funny for the show. All right.
Oh, this funny as hell. Woo.
You all get
This
so
one here,
touchy.
Shirley. Oh my God, this is funny.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check your voicemail, Steve, 877-29-STEVE, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to check your voicemail, Steve, at 877-29-STEVE. Call and leave us a message. You might just hear your call on the air. You ready, Mr. Harvey?
Sure am.
All right, let's go. This is from Miss Bonnie in Charlotte.
Good morning, Steve. I just want to say thank you for letting us borrow Nephew Tommy this weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. He did a wonderful job. I didn't know what to expect, but he did a terrific job and want him to come back there. So, again, thanks for letting us borrow Nephew Tommy. Have a good day.
Well, Miss Bonnie, part of the reason why you're saying you didn't know what to expect is because of the ignorance that spewed out of his mouth on the radio. And after you spend your money live, you're not really sure if that ignorance translates, but he has masterfully learned how to translate his radio ignorance into stage ignorance, which is where he started it at anyway. So you're welcome, Miss Bonnie. You can have him any time. Just call and ask for it.
That's a nice compliment, Uncle Steve. That's nice. Yeah. All right. This is from a man, Steve, who left a message about Neo's polyamorous relationship.
Hey, Steve. This is the answer to your question. What is it in for those women, Neo's girlfriends? Well, it ain't his looks. It's his money. Those some beautiful women. You think they giving up the and putting up with each other, having sex with one man for free? No, sir. It's his money. He's paying those girls, man. Trust me, bro. I'm a sugar daddy, and I got 2 street women that I'm paying. Ain't no women giving up no to no celebrity for free. And he's not even all that good looking. I just want to put that out there.
Well, I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
So much to unpack.
You think he was
Sugar
really
daddy.
a sugar daddy? Yeah.
I don't know how much y'all think Neo make. I'm sure the brother's doing well.
He got some hit.
But you ain't doing 4 women well,
Kids.
though.
You got a lot of kids, too.
You're not doing 4 women well. Listen,
At one time, huh?
no. It's hard enough building a life with one woman
Thank you.
to have something. You know, that if it is money, whatever it is, look, Neo tired of people knocking it, but once you put it out there publicly, and now you talking about we adding a 4th and all this here, then you open yourself to public scrutiny. I'm just saying as a father with daughters, what are you doing? What does this say about you? Look, I don't care what term you want to attach to it. Polyamorous, happy living, freedom of choice, whatever you want to call it. You pick a pronoun, put on it, whatever you want to put on it. What does this do for you in the long run? What's going to happen to you when you decide, you know what? I don't want to be third. I don't want to be second. I want to be number one. What's going to happen to you when you decide you want to have a family? When you get tired of fooling around with this ignorant mess right here? See, because here's what you don't understand is you can't make a series of bad decisions and expect there to be no consequences in the long run. Mm-hmm. So, young ladies, I got whatever y'all want to do with Neo. That's fine. That's your business. But when you do change your mind and you get ready to correct it, you do know you have to pay for that. Mm-hmm. There's a penalty phase from behind every decision you make. Trust me, I know.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
I sure wanted you to get to that sugar daddy part, though.
His voice didn't really say sugar daddy. He don't sound like that.
Should have been smoother than that or sexier than that. What?
Look, Steve, listen. It ain't no celebrity getting no doop for no money. It's money, man. I know. I'm a sugar daddy. I got 2 street women.
Right there.
What?
Boy.
I don't know what that means.
Are you a sugar daddy or pimp? What?
Yeah, what are we talking about here? All right, thank you, Steve. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, he puts it down, but he's broke. Uh-oh. Not a good combo.
That's a good balance, though. That's a good balance.
No, it's not.
No, it ain't.
He got a good quality.
Nope.
Come on now.
Nope. That's the title of today's strawberry letter. We'll get into it in just a few because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got for us?
All right, this right here is your house is my house.
Oh.
Your house is my house. Okay? All right, let's see how this works out. Let's go, cat dog. Your house is my house. Mi casa. How you say it, Carla?
Mi casa, su casa.
That right there. That right there.
That's it.
We live in Texas. We supposed to know our languages.
I'm bilingual. Ask me something else.
Papacitos. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Russell.
Yeah, this is Russell.
Hi, Russell. I'm Isaiah. I'm a realtor, real estate, and I'm trying to do some schematics. I'm calling the right house. I'm not quite sure. Are you West Dixie Road?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
What's this in reference to?
How many square feet is your house, if you don't mind me asking?
It's about 3,500 square feet.
I don't know if this is the right house or not. You have a deck out in the back, a all-weather type of deck out in the back?
Yeah, I do. What's this about?
Okay. How, if you don't mind me, Russell, how long have you lived there?
Yeah, my man, I've already asked you twice, and you asking me for, personal information on my crib. What's this in reference to?
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm a realtor, and I'm trying to get ahead of some things that's going on. And
ahead of what?
Well, it's been brought to my attention that your house is going into foreclosure, and it's going to be on the market in the next two to 3 weeks. So I wanted to make sure I was getting the right house, and I wanted to make sure I knew all this.
Then you got the wrong house. My house is not going in foreclosure. I'm up to date. I'm good. So you definitely got the wrong house.
Okay, hang on. So West Dixie Road, and like you said, 3,500 square feet. This is a 2-car garage, right?
I don't know what information you're getting, but when it comes to my name and my crib and what's going on with my bills and all that, I'm up to date and I'm fine. So you got the wrong information. You got the wrong person or the wrong information on the right house, whatever it is. But this is not. My house is definitely not going into foreclosure.
Well,
I'm on top of my bills like it's my woman. You get me? So so my whole thing is I don't even know why you're calling. My house is definitely not for sale. It's not going to foreclosure. I'm not behind on my bills.
Well, sir, I'm telling you what my books say, and I'm looking at legitimate legal paperwork.
Money. Yo, what I'm trying to tell you is this.
I don't care about your books. Read what I'm writing to you. I'm up to date on my mortgage. You're just a realtor, so my whole thing is nobody's selling my house. My house is not.
Okay, hold on, no. Let's back up. Let's go back to just a realtor. You're not going to talk to me like that. Now, I'm a realtor, and I'm a person that's on top of my game. Your house is going into foreclosure. Now, you can be in denial if you want to be, but I'm just trying to get on top of everything and try to sell the house as soon as it hits the market. So I know what I'm doing. You don't know.
Until I sell, my man. Look, my ain't going into foreclosure, dude.
So if I'm looking at paperwork here, why am I looking at paperwork that has your address on it, sir?
That sounds like a personal problem. Obviously, you're not on top of your
no, the personal problem is going to be yours when they come put you out your house. This says foreclosure at your address.
Man, yo, look, I'm trying to tell you, man. Don't knock on my door. Don't call. None of that. Nobody's coming to my house, knocking on the door, trying to put me out my house. And on top of that, a foreclosure takes a long time.
Well, that's what I mean. This has been in there a long time. It's coming up in the next couple of weeks. That's what I'm telling you.
What paperwork do you have?
I am looking at paperwork.
What bank? Do you even know what bank is selling the house or trying to put me in foreclosure? You're not.
Are you with First Fidelity?
That's not your concern.
Okay. Well, you just asked me, sir. You just asked me. That's what's on this paperwork.
It's not in the foreclosure. You got the wrong paperwork. You got the wrong address attached to somebody else's shit.
Okay. This is your address. It is the right square footage. It is the right house, sir.
I'm entertaining you right now, my man. I'm telling you, my isn't going into foreclosure.
Okay. You know what? You're getting angry with me, but really, if you'd have paid your bills, you wouldn't be in this situation. You know what I mean?
Are you paying your bills?
I'm paying my bills, but evidently you're not paying yours because you're on your way into foreclosure. And now you're getting upset with me when I'm just a realtor calling, trying to catch.
It's funny to me. This is funny. I'm on my deck handling my business barbecuing right now, dude. I'm not zero. Less than zero fear of me going into foreclosure.
The attitude is not necessary. Matter of fact, this is probably.
You call me with this bullshit? Get the
This is probably your last barbecue on the deck, so enjoy that.
Look, you come over here and you call me again, you'll be on the grill. You got me?
All I'm telling you is this right here, bro. They coming to close your house out in 2 weeks. All I wanted was the schematics on your house. That's all I wanted.
Well, obviously, you have all the information you need. You already know more about what's going on with my personal affairs than I do. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a problem if somebody knocks on my door.
Okay, well, I need to come over and take a look at that.
I'm not getting foreclosed on. That's not how it works.
All right, I need to come over and take some pictures of the house. So is that going to be a problem?
Get off the internet. Get it off the internet. But you got the wrong.
I need to come inside, sir, and see the condition of the house.
You're with me, right? I'm not going into foreclosure. I'm up to date with all my You're not coming to my house. You're not getting inside the house.
Okay.
You don't know what the you're talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what, your coworker, Michaela, she seems to think different.
Michaela?
Don't you work with Michaela?
Yeah. What's Michaela got to do with this?
Michaela got me to call you, baby. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Russell, you been pranked, baby. You been pranked, baby.
Oh, my God. Oh, my Oh, my God. Oh, that's crazy, man. I'm like, man, I got my up to date, man. What y'all talking about? I'm up to date, man.
You up to date, baby? You still up to date?
I'm up to mother date, man.
Man, tell me this. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yes, sir, baby. You up to date, baby. You up to date.
You got that right.
And there you have it. What you think?
Yeah. You play too much. Those are my thoughts every day. You play too much.
That is stupid.
Long as time you're doing the job. Thank you so kindly. I'm the king of stupid, and I'm going to be in Brea, baby. Brea Comedy Club. That is Sunday night. I'm going to say it again. Sunday night, the nephew has come to town. All right? Catch me Sunday. You probably won't catch me Monday morning. Catch me Sunday night at Brea. You probably won't catch me Monday morning, okay? But you can catch me the following Saturday in Jacksonville, Florida. That's Duval. That's Easter weekend, y'all. It's already Easter. Oh, my God. April 19th, Saturday night, Jacksonville, Florida. Nephew Tommy and Friends. An evening with Nephew Tommy in Jacksonville. The nephew is coming to town. Tickets on sale right now.
You telling us that you're not coming in?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
so basically, that's a notification. Ain't that what that is? A notification?
We already know what the deal is anyway. You know it.
But what?
Oh, my God.
Don't act like I'm getting on your nerves.
This is basically me putting in a notice. That's all it is.
Wow, he get to do it like that.
Yeah.
Because it's his
my uncle show, Cole. What? We family. I mean, what?
You have to follow the rules. You still have to follow the rules.
I follow my uncle. He break all the rules. I break them with him. What?
Whoa. Thank you, nephew. Coming up
We've been
next,
on 20 years breaking rules. What?
It is my strawberry letter. The subject is, he puts it down, but he's broke. We'll get into it right after
That's
this.
a good man.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, dating, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, he puts it down, but he's broke. Dear Steve and Shirley, my man and I were friends for years, and he's always been down on his luck. I called him Bad Luck Barry because he couldn't ever catch a break. Over the years, we grew fond of each other, and we slowly became more than friends. One day, he admitted that he's always loved me, and that's why he has taken such good care of me for 25 years. I could not remember one time he took care of me, but then I had flashbacks of the small but sweet things he's done for me. Things like coming over in the middle of the night when my dishwasher was leaking and painting my bedroom and helping me rake leaves one Sunday afternoon. I then remembered how I had to pick him up and take him back to his brother's house after he helped me. Despite all of that, I fell for him after we made love for the first time. He went from Bad Luck Barry to Boss Daddy because he put it down. That's his nickname now, and my friends laugh at me because my man is not the boss of anything. He has a dead-end job, and he shares a car with his brother. I drive everywhere we go, and I slide my credit card to him when we go out to eat so that he can pretend to pay for our meals. Look, I get it. Everyone is struggling or has struggled in the past, but the people around me are ambitious and hard-working people. I'm afraid that my man is too comfortable with his circumstances. He's 52 and I'm 50. So, should I stick with him and encourage him to get a better job and maybe help him buy a car, or should we go back to being friends and I let him come over often for great sex? That is the question. Well, of course, it depends on what you want. You haven't figured that out yet, it seems. Do you want a man that can provide for you, take care of you, and love you? Or do you want a man that can offer you great sex, but pretty much nothing else? There's nothing wrong with encouraging him to get a better job, but you would think at 52 that he should be able to encourage and motivate himself to be better by now. He should have something to show for it. He doesn't even have a car of his own, okay? All these years, 25, did you say? All these years he's been around that long. What has he been doing? Does he want to be better? Does he want to do better? Or is he just okay with where he is? And if that's the case, he's not stepping up. then if you get with him in a real relationship, it won't work because you will be footing all the bills and you will start to resent him. You're already complaining that you have to drive everywhere and slide him your credit card to pay for dinner when you go out. You're already doing that. Steve?
This letter is about something that's wrong with two people. Him and her. Because he's 52 and she 50. This letter don't even sound right of a 52-year-old man. And it don't sound right of a 50-year-old woman. We were friends for years. He's always been down on his luck. Wait a minute. Wait. Always been down on his luck? No. He's always made poor decisions. This is what this is. This ain't about no luck. See, every time somebody gets successful and envious people go, he's so lucky. No, but do you know what the definition is of luck? Luck is when hard work bumps up into opportunity. That's how people describe other people's success. Now, you say he been bad luck. I call him Bad Luck Barry because he couldn't ever catch a break. Over the years, we grew fond of each other, and we slowly became more than friends. Here we go again with that old we friends. I done told y'all. Oh, don't nobody listen to Uncle Steve, but here it is again. One day he admitted that he's always loved me. Shut up. You are lying. He did. Girl, I'm so surprised. And then he tell me that's why he's always taking good care of me for 25 years. Now, I want you to pay close attention to that. I couldn't remember one time he took care of me. But then I had flashbacks of the small but sweet things he's done for me. Things like coming over in the middle of the night when my dishwasher was leaking and painted my bedroom and helped me rake the leaves one Sunday afternoon. But then I remember I had to pick him up and take him back to his brother's house after he helped me. So you had to go get him so he could come fix the dishwasher. Then you had to go get him to rake the leaves. Then you had to go get him to paint your bedroom. But you had to take him back every time. Despite all that, I fell for him. What? Despite all of that, I fell for him. And after we made love for the first time, he went from Bad Luck Barry to Boss Daddy. Because he put it down. Well, he ought to be able to do something. He got time. He ain't making no money. He ain't worried. He got to be able to do something. Got to be able to do something. He got time to focus. He ain't got to stop. Hey, baby, I got to get up out of here. I got to go to work. He ain't got to do that. That's his nickname now. My friends laugh at me because my man is not the boss of anything. So you done told your friends about it. And you called him Boss Daddy. He got a dead-end job and he shares a car with his brother. What? He 52 and he share a car with his brother.
All right, hang on, Steve. Leave it right
All
here
right.
a sec. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, he puts it down, but he's broke. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. He puts it down, but he's broke.
Here's a lady that's been friends with this guy for years, and I've told you all about the friendship. He admitted that he loved her, always has, and told her that's why I've been taking care of you for 25 years. You couldn't think of what he's ever done for you in the 25 years. Then you started looking back on all the small things. He came over to your house and fixed your dishwasher when it leaked in the middle of the night. He helped you paint your bedroom. He came over on Sunday and helped you rake leaves. But then you remembered you had to go pick him up so he can come do all this stuff. Then you had to take him back to his brother's house. And why you had to take him back to his brother's house? Because him and his brother share a car. How you share a car with somebody? Y'all ever had that before? That's a hard thing to share, man, a car. Anyway, then they finally made love, and he went from bad luck Barry to boss daddy. Because he put it down. Well, that's good. He ought to be able to do something. Hell, come on now. But their friends laugh at him because he ain't the boss of anything, because he has a dead-end job and he shares a car with his brother. Now, here we go. I drive everywhere we go. I slide my credit card to him when we go out to eat so he can pretend to pay for our meal. Then she said this, look, I get it. Everyone is struggling or has struggled in the past. Well, yeah, lady, that's true. Everybody has struggled. And everybody has a struggle. But you can't make this struggle your struggle. He's 52. He share a car with his brother, which means he live with his brother. You got to pull your credit card out, which means he don't have one. You got to drive everywhere because y'all can't go everywhere because his brother got the car. And I'm not really sure that they sharing a car because you still ain't mentioned of him ever driving anywhere. So I think it's his brother's car, and he done told you he shared a car. I think it's his brother's car because you have yet to, you got to drive everywhere. So when he's sharing the car, he don't pick you up. That's because he don't share a car. You're not listening. It's his brother's car, and it's his brother's house. He in worse shape than you think. Now, the people around me are ambitious and hard-working people. I'm afraid that my man is too comfortable with his circumstance. He's 52 and I'm 50. Should I stick with him and encourage him to get a better job and maybe help him buy a car? Should we go back to being friends? I just let him come over more often for great sex. Wow. Lady, your options ain't great. Should I do this or that? I mean, you're not giving me a great option to look at. Junior, your mustache looks really thick on the Zoom call today. Congratulations. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Back to the letter.
Yeah, I just wanted to compliment him on that. I've never seen his mustache look that thick before. He's maturing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we might as well stop because this letter ain't going nowhere because I don't know what options you have.
Yeah.
Because your option is to leave him because he's too comfortable. He's comfortable. He's 52. Mm-hmm. He lived with his brother, and he say he share a car, but he don't really share the car. It's his brother's car. And should you help him get a better job? Wait, why he don't want a better job? Mm-hmm. And maybe help him buy a car. No, you're going to have to buy the car. He ain't got money for food. Where you see money for a car at? Or should we go back to being friends? Now, how do you do that? And I let him come over often for great sex. So all you're going to do then is enable him. Because he going to sign that contract tomorrow. Because that's a good offer. So listen, I can get with this woman, come over her house, have great sex, and I ain't got to buy a car, I ain't got to move out of my brother's house, and I ain't got to get a better job.
Jackpot.
So your idea of going back to just being friends mean now you only have to drive him everywhere, but you're going to have to go pick him up for this great sex and then drive him home. So I don't understand the upside for you in this at all as a woman of 50. You're with a man who has no upside. Now look, can you build a man up? Yeah. Who has ambition? Can you build a man up? Yes. Who has a plan? Yes. But if your man ain't got no plan and your man ain't got no future, what are you finna help him do?
And does he want this? It doesn't even seem like he wants it.
Man, this dude is comfortable, man.
Yeah, at 52, yeah.
He is comfortable. But that's what I tell people all the time. Everything you really want in life is on the other side of comfortable. You've got to go through discomfort to get to it. And a lot of people are not willing. This is a prime example of a 52-year-old man who done decided, I'm living with my brother. I'm going to tell this girl I share the car. It's his brother's car. He don't share nothing, because not one line in this letter has he ever picked him up.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
I just don't see it, lady. So
yeah.
And you can let him come over and do what he want to do to you, but...
All right. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we got Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, Steve, take it away. Introduce them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for sports. As you can tell by sports, most people in media that do sports don't have good mustaches. Stephen A. Smith don't have a good one. But on this show, our sportscaster is growing a mustache. Ladies and gentlemen, the grown man himself, Junior.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Made me feel good about the mustache. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm going to give you some tips on how to thicken it.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about that. All right, let's get to it, man. First of all, congratulations to Cleveland. They wrapped up the #1 seed in the East. Cleveland Cavs.
I want to celebrate. I'm so
They
scared.
good, though, man.
Yeah.
They real good.
They good.
Oh, they real good, but Lord help me.
Yeah.
Oh, Father God.
Have you seen this before? This has happened before?
No. No, it ain't ever happened before, no.
Y'all got the #1 seed, man. Congratulations. Also, did y'all see this, man? What happened? The Denver Nuggets fired their head coach, Michael Malone. What? Why? He just won a championship 2 years ago. They didn't fire him.
Well, you know, the players.
Well, he said the players are full of crap.
Oh.
That's what he said after he got fired.
Because you're trying to figure out, like, they fifth in the West. They got a record of 47-32. They in the playoffs. It's like, why would you go
Junior, we really don't care what happened in Denver. We really don't. We care about Houston and Cleveland. We don't care nothing about they can fire Djokovic if they want to. All that.
we don't really care.
Don't your guy play for Denver, Russell?
He means him,
Yeah.
Junior. He means him.
Yeah,
Westbrook is my dog.
Okay, here we go. Also, man, let's talk about this. Coach Prime feels like Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter should go 1 and 2. But another issue is some of these teams feel like Prime is too much in the process. Do we have a problem with Prime wanting his son, the best for his son?
No.
Because that's so crazy to sit up here and say that, he's too much in the process of his son getting drafted.
Hey, when the Paytons was going through this, Peyton Manning and all them, ain't nobody say nothing. No, man, no, you get involved. Their father, Archie Manning, played the game. Yeah. He told Eli he wasn't going over there because they was going to just beat him up. He didn't go over there, and he worked out something else. Prime done been in the game. You ain't finna take his son and mess up 8 years of his career. That's what happens. Every time we do something for our kids, it's a problem.
Yeah,
that's LeBron do something. Jerry Buss's daughter run the Lakers. What she know about basketball? Jerry Jones' kids in charge of the Dallas Cowboys. They don't even draft free agents. What they know? Man, stop. In the moment we do something with our kids, it's a problem.
That part.
Man, Prime doing what he supposed to do. He parenting.
Thank you, Junior. Now that we notice your new mustache, we like it. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, a young man on social media needs some advice.
Tommy is a hater.
I don't see the mustache. I'm not
right
hater.
Hater.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is from Marva on Reddit. Marva says, at the very beginning of our relationship, before things were serious, I cheated on my boyfriend with my ex. We've been together for 5 years, and now we're talking about getting married. But I still carry the guilt like it happened yesterday. He has no idea, and part of me wants to come clean before we take that next step. What? But I'm terrified it'll destroy everything. Is honesty still the right thing this far down the line? Is it selfish of me to want to clear my conscience at the cost of our relationship?
Who are you asking? She asking me?
Yes. Of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me the quote. She said,
is honesty still the right thing this far down the line? Yeah.
When is it ever? Girl, this ain't about no steal.
Truth.
Little girl, tell me the line she said again about clearing my conscience, because I want to help her.
Okay, is it selfish of me to want to clear my conscience at the cost of our relationship?
No. Listen
She wants to get it off her.
Listen to me. Clear your conscience with God.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Go to God.
Okay.
God has grace. All of us make mistakes. Mm-hmm. If you make a mistake and God don't bust you on that mistake, that's because he's giving you an opportunity to learn something. Ask God forgiveness and move on. Don't take this in here to this man. He's not going to marry you. Do not take this in here to this man. He's not going to marry you.
That's true.
Wow.
And stop all this guilt stuff. Y'all tripping.
Yeah,
take
guilt.
this to God. Tell God, listen to me. All of us have done something and gotten away with it to the person we did it to. But you paid in another way. Mm-hmm. See, it don't always work tit for tat. That ain't how it work.
Okay.
But you gonna pay. There's a price for doing wrong. But it's not always tit for tat. It's just like blessings. Blessings come in a different form. You may help somebody. You may stop on the side of the road and help a lady with her car. But the blessing you get may not be somebody stopping on the side of the road helping you with your car. Maybe your car don't break down. Maybe the blessing comes in the form of you get a break with your health, something like that. That's how it works. Ask God for forgiveness. Tell God to work it out and work it out with him. And then don't do it again. You made the mistake.
And tell your conscience to shut up. It's the people's conscience is real.
Why is your conscience talking?
Your conscience.
It's that guilt. It's that
I don't even let my conscience talk. Hey. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, no,
right,
real, man. For real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you're real. That guilt thing. Yeah, you're right.
He will not marry you. That's true.
Yeah, it's happy.
He's not going to marry you, lady. Keep your mouth closed.
That's true.
Take that to your grave. You learned a lesson. It's called grace. God didn't let you get busted. That's called grace. Take that. Yeah. Take advantage of it.
And give yourself some grace. Okay.
Grace and mercy. Everybody make mistakes. I bet your boyfriend had done something you don't know nothing about. Oh.
Said nothing.
Now, there you go. Right there.
That part.
That's it. Cool. All right. We have time for another one, Steve. This is from Tierra on Steve Harvey FM. She says, most of my friends are guys, and while I genuinely enjoy their company, it's become painfully obvious that nearly all of them are hoping for more. I've tried setting boundaries, but the flirting never really stops. And honestly, sometimes I like the attention, even though I don't want anything to happen. Would they still stick around if I told them the door is closed for good? Or have I been lying to myself about what these friendships really are?
What is you think about us that make us really want to be your friend? You gotta be kidding me. Stop. I'm not answering this question no more.
No, Steve. Everybody has to hear the way you feel. Yeah.
Help her. She know the answer.
Okay.
All right, coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This is the angry Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
Tough crowd.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
More weird animal news. Police in Nevada raided a home near Las Vegas on Wednesday. They seized seven tigers that the homeowner claimed were, this is the part right here. Yeah, they seized them.
Seized.
They came and took them. The homeowner claimed, though, that they were emotional support cats. His name is Carl Mitchell. He said that 6 of the tires were given to him by Joe Exotic. Remember Joe Exotic, the star of Tiger King? Yeah. He claims he wasn't required to have a special permit because he was allowed to keep them as emotional support pets. Neighbors told police they would sometimes see him out on walks with the large cats, and they would be not on a leash. Police had the tigers transported to an... Police had the... Yes.
This is a white story.
It is. Police had the tigers transported to an out-of-state animal sanctuary.
If I go to work that day as a policeman, and they say, hey, man, we got a call.
Yeah.
There's some animals at the house. And when I get to the house, I discover it's a tiger.
Just one.
If I look through the window, I go right back and get in my car. I'm calling SWAT, ATF, DEA, and anybody else with a blue jacket was writing on it. Yeah. I'm calling everybody, but what we ain't finna do, Officer Harvey's not going in to seize no tigers.
They're emotional support pets. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather have bunny ears or bunny teeth? You know, a lot of people with bunny teeth, but...
Well, let's let Junior ask that, because Junior won with the new mustache. What you want, Junior?
The ears.
You want bunny ears?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I ain't gonna be no bunny. Choose one part.
You want bunny ears?
Ears? More than bunny teeth?
What's wrong with bunny ears?
I'm gonna get them bunny teeth and then get the rest of them capped to match it. Just have a mouth full of big teeth.
Steve got an overbite?
An underbite, a crossbite? Tommy, bunny ears or bunny teeth?
I'm going with the ears. That's a lot of teeth hanging out your mouth. I'm going with the ears.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be responsible for decorating the Easter eggs or hiding the Easter eggs for the hunt?
I'd rather hide them because I'm just going to throw them in the woods anyway. I'd rather hide them. Mm-hmm. I ain't finna sit there and paint no egg all day.
I did it one year for the church.
It's fun.
I just left them in my car.
What?
You left eggs?
The eggs?
Yeah, I just left them in the car because I didn't feel like hiding them. Oh, man,
So
Steve hit them good.
eggs?
These kids can't find the eggs. Yeah, he ain't find the egg. Yeah.
They're in your car.
I ain't feel like hiding them. I just left them in the car.
Oh, man.
So the babies were looking for the eggs and you had them in your car?
Now, that's a good hunt.
Because they'll never find them.
Ooh, that puts something on you.
Oh, that's terrible.
Would you rather stay in the job you have now, or would you rather change careers every 3 years? That's a good one.
Oh, no.
I'm staying.
You're staying in this job right here.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Change careers every 3 years? Something different?
I can't be no plumber. Man, no.
No. Electrician. Y'all know I'm scared of electricians. I can't do all that.
They make money, though.
Yeah. Plumbers, too?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Steve?
Steve?
I'm not finna be none of that. I've been there. I worked at Ford Motor Company. Made good money, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It wasn't his money, though. So,
So you're going to stay in the job you have now. Okay.
Thank you.
I can't go back.
Okay. Would you rather win $3 million tomorrow, or would you rather win $200 million in 10 years?
10 years?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the
200
$3 today.
All right, we got to get this 3.
$3 million tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
yeah. 3.
All right. Steve, 210
hear you.
years.
Did you
210 years or 3 tomorrow? Which one?
I'm gonna wait on that 200.
78. You're 68 now. 78.
I'm planning on being here anyway. It's gonna be nice. I'm looking at that as my retirement money. So yes,
That's today's round of
I'm
Would You
waiting on
Rather.
that 10 years. Cause Lord, if I'm making, whoo, thank you, Jesus.
We'll close out the show with a very rich Steve.
Cause
Harvey
y'all gonna blow that
today.
3. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hey, look, you can't let the urge to sing your favorite songs while you're driving distract you from that truck drifting toward your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you.
That's right, because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS top safety awards from 2006 to 2024 as of December 2024.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this Thursday. And Steve, before we get out of here, we had another phone call for you. It's from Lene out of North Carolina. She left a message about raising daughters.
Hello, Steve. My name is Lene, and I'm in North Carolina. I want to say that I thank you for being the father that you are to your girls. When I listen to you tell the advice that you give your girls, it motivates me, especially as a single mother trying to take care of my daughter by myself. It gets really hard, especially with her dad being only 10 minutes away and don't do anything. But I just want to thank you for the advice that you give your girls, because when you speak on the advice, it's actually helping myself and I'm sure other females as well. Thank you, and you have a good day. God bless you.
Well, I would like to say, first of all, to single mothers who have daughters, I don't think anybody can do a better job of raising those girls than a woman can, because women know all the intricacies of being female. So, being a father of daughters is very helpful in that I can teach my daughters the male viewpoint so that they are aware of how men think. But I in no way am better at it than their mother, because their mother can advise them on every level of being a woman and a girl, and I can't. So I appreciate what you're saying, but I have the ability to teach my daughters the male viewpoint, which I try to get. Now, listen to me. They have to do it on their own, and they have to learn from their mistakes. Your children are not going to be mistake-free. You can tell them all you want. At one point in time, they're going to do something so counter to everything you've ever taught them, because that's what they're going to do. That's what I did. I made mistake after mistake after mistake, even after my father told me, because that's the only way you learn. You learn through trial and error, and you're going to make mistakes. So single mothers out there, please don't beat yourself up, because you're doing a wonderful job. You are doing a wonderful job. And there are single mothers out there, such a thankless job of being a single parent, because you don't get the real benefit until they're grown. You know, every now and then your child will say thank you for something. But the sad thing about being a parent is they really not going to get the true real value of who you are and what you did until they full grown. Like, it's rewarding for me now to hear my sons say stuff that I talk to them about. You know, I'll be listening to them talk to each other. And like one time I was listening to my boys talk to each other, and they say, hey man, hold on. Remember what dad told us now? And I'll be sitting there going, wow, it clicked. My son Winton texted me the other day. He said, Dad, I just want to say thanks, man. Thanks. My oldest son told me just yesterday, we were on the job because he works for me. We were on the job, and this other guy constantly does stuff that's just, you could see he was raised different. Let's just say that. And it was another incident that happened, and he had a reaction to it that I would not have had. And me and my son was getting on the elevator to go down, and he said, hey, Dad, I just want to say thanks, man. I said, what's up, son? He said, no, man, just thanks. for raising me the way you raised me. Because I see what happens when you don't have that in your life. And so it's rewarding of that. But for you single parents out there, understand this. You're not going to get full credit until they get good and grown. Sometimes till they get their own. Sometimes you got to have children to really get what your parents were saying to you. But you're going to get it, though. So hang in there, single parents. You're doing a wonderful job. I know it's thankless sometimes, but you're doing a wonderful job. It's like I have to talk to the mothers who bring their boys to my camp, because my camp is for young boys from homes headed up by women. And it's so hard because these boys miss their father. And we have a moment at the ranch where we write down on a piece of paper how you feel about your father. And there's so much negative stuff that these kids is feeling because this man has been absent. Didn't come see him at the game. Don't send him nothing for Christmas. Don't wish him happy birthday, man. These boys is just like, wow. You know, parents' day at school, he don't show up. You know, all of this stuff, man. And I just feel so bad for these boys. And the mothers cry. Like this one lady told me, she said, Steve, I just cry all the time because I picked his father. And he turned out not to be nothing. I tell these women, that's not your fault. That's not your fault. Everybody make mistakes, but you can't make a man be a man. We all get duped at one point in time or another. So it's so many, what am I trying to say? It's so many variables. It's so many variables in this thing called parenting. Understand that. Stay focused, stay true to the course, because you have no idea who you gave birth to. I'm pretty sure Barack Obama's mama had some regrets about meeting her husband. But little did they know that one day, this child, through this union, had given birth to the first African-American to become president of the United States. And you don't know who you're giving birth to. And I'm not saying I'm all that, but my mom and daddy had me late in life. My mama had me when she was 42 years old. And my father used to tell me all the time, I don't know why you standing here talking to me. You ain't even supposed to be here. And that was our little running gag all the way till he died. But you know what? They ended up being proud because they didn't know that the youngest of 5 was going to turn out to be who I was. And I'm not saying that in a bragging way, but you just don't know who you've given birth to. So keep your head up. You're going to be just fine. Y'all have a great one today. Talk to God today. He would absolutely love to hear from you. Yeah. Holla at you.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.